Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a great show for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So this is a topic that I've been eager to talk about for over the weekend, but I said, we'll talk about it on Monday. And this is a big one, right? This is a big one. As you guys know, starting this season, I was a huge supporter of the Lakers. I'm still supporting them, but I was really supporting the team before LeBron returned. I felt great about them. I thought they looked good. They were playing very well. And to the Lakers' credit, they were able to play some good basketball over the last 3 games where they won 3 in a row. They're 7-3 out of the last 10. And they had an excellent win over the Philadelphia 76ers. And then the last win that they had, let me see, who was the last team that they played? They played, who did they play last? They played the Golden State Warriors. But LeBron James was abysmal as lately. He's averaging like 7 turnovers a game. Some crazy stuff, right? Crazy stuff. But nevertheless, they're the 5th seed in the Western Conference, and they're looking pretty decent. But coming into the season, there were a lot of question marks, right? But the biggest one that was answered was LeBron going to return this summer? And yeah, that was the biggest one. And then when we got the bombshell news that the Lakers were not going to be extending him a contract offer, that's when you realize that, look, there's some change ahead. And for people like me that had been Laker fans since the early 2000s, this was a great sign because, look, it was becoming almost impossible to root for this team. Really, it was. I didn't like the antics. They drafted Bronny, another spectacle, nothing to do about winning, just all for the show. It was like a circus, right? And I'm like, when is this organization going to become serious? Finally, you drafted you traded for Luka Doncic, one of the top 3-5 players in the NBA. I just refuse to believe that they were planning on pairing him with LeBron James going into the future. It just made no sense. Why would you pair your 26, 27-year-old superstar with the guy that's 41, 42, 40? It makes no sense. No other team is doing that. So I didn't understand why. I was hearing people like Dave McMenamin, Brian Windhorst, and these guys talking about the Lakers may offer him. I'm like, for what? And if they're going to offer him, is he going to come off the bench? Is he going to be playing bench player minutes, or is he going to be playing starter minutes? If he's going to be playing starter minutes, it means you're not a serious organization. And if I'm Luka Doncic, I would take a hard look at the Lakers. But over the summer, once the Lakers made that sale, you began to see things shift. What do I mean? When they made some offseason acquisitions, they didn't include LeBron James in the fold. They were having meetings about the direction of the team. LeBron wasn't included. I thought that was fantastic because they're signaling to their new superstar, hey, we're moving in this direction. And it's not the only sport that this happens. Another sport that this happens is in Formula One. I'm a huge Lewis Hamilton fan, right? He's making some questionable decisions recently, but we're not going to get into that right now. But, even Lewis Hamilton had won 7 world championships with drivers' championships and world championships with Mercedes-Benz. His last year, the guy has won 7 championships, but once the guy made it clear he wants to go to Ferrari, they started prioritizing George Russell. Makes sense. He's going to be the new face of the team, right? Makes perfect sense that the Lakers did that as well. But anyway, over the weekend, Mitch sent me some information that was really welcoming. And I'm like, okay, this is fantastic because this means that the Lakers are very serious because the news had to do with the moves that the Lakers plan to pull off this summer in terms of management. And I'm like, okay, now we're beginning to get serious. But before we even get into what this report had to say, today's video is brought to you by sponsor Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds, and I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, Whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, excellent. So let's get into it. This post is from Hoops Alert and NBA Lakers Nation. It says, put up the image here. It says, the Lakers are planning a massive overhaul of their front office this summer. The organization reportedly plans to model its operation after the LA Dodgers via Dan Wokey Sports, right? This is fantastic news. Number one, the Dodgers are a winning organization right now. The Lakers were just bought out by an owner and a management group that are synonymous with winning. They're synonymous with winning. They streamline their organizations, their teams. They get rid of old players and they focus on winning now. This is what the Lakers need, a serious hand at the helm. Jeannie Buss, like her or love her, I can understand how she kept on extending LeBron and she has to do. She's part of the reason the team went through a lot of the mess that it went through, because she gave up a lot of her control to LeBron and these guys, and they turned it into an absolute disaster, and to the point where now she was lamenting the fact that she did all of what she did for LeBron James when that Baxter Holmes ESPN report came out. She was regretting it. And I'm like, you didn't see this coming? You didn't do your due diligence on the people that you were going to be getting into bed with. You didn't check, right? You didn't check. So to me, this signifies this is a good sign for the Lakers. They need to become serious. As you guys know, they've been transfixed on ensuring that they're only signing expiring contracts and having enough cap space, because they want to make a big splash in the free agency of summer 2027. This is what I like to hear. LeBron's contract expires this year. He's not coming back. We're done with that, right? Had it been Jeannie Buss and these guys, they would probably have offered him another contract, inexplicably. But in this case, these guys said, no, enough is enough. We have a new superstar. We want to focus on building a championship team around him. And I'll say this. This may be a hot take, but I'm saying it now. I believe that this new management group is so cutthroat that if they find out that Luka Doncic is not the guy in the future, they will trade him. I'll say it once more. If they realize that Luka is not the guy to get them to the mountaintop, they'll move him too. They don't seem to be a group that's sentimental. They don't do things with they're not sentimental about things. They're not sentimental. This seems to be a results-driven ownership group. All right. And if that's the decision they make, I'll be all for it, because for you to win, you need to be serious. And as a Laker fan that's been a Laker fan since the early 2000s, before I started a YouTube channel, unlike some people that have YouTube channels and they're just miraculously Laker fans, I've always known that in order to lead that franchise, you need a special kind of guy. You need a special kind of, and it goes beyond just your skills, and you need to be a leader. It takes a specific kind of personality to lead the Lakers. They've had a few of them, and it remains to see if Luka's going to be that. But it takes a special kind of guy. When they were talking about Anthony Davis could be the guy to lead him into the future, I said, you're sadly mistaken. AD is absolutely not the guy. He's not the guy. And we saw that. But anyway, these are my thoughts. What I want to know from the audience is, what do you think about this news? Do you like it, hate it? Whatever you guys think. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.